Hello, greetings. This is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia, now on the little bit on my case. Earlier on in my previous live stream, I get very triggered by these Pakistanis, the lies and all, sorry, vulgar things. I mean, the way it's terrible. You can't. There's no way to just given up on these Pakistanis. So now on the topic, Allah is near, Quran, Ayat in Shia Islam. Nearness is an attribute of Allah. Some people, let's leave our whatever interests and absolutely adorable things or people that we love, like His Highness Aga Khan. I love absolutely adorable. I don't know if I love him or not. If I can say this, because for me, love was very serious case, like giving your life for that person, living for that person, and all this. It's like an obsession for me. So you see, I'm showing you that I'm leaving my interest behind. I could have easily and comfortably just called out and said, Imam, I want to leave. I've done some research and or gone to the website, sorry, not to the Ismailis, and asked that, I want to join Ismaili Islam, so what is the procedure, how to do it, all this I could have done. But let's leave all that aside and some people, I've seen they have this, even the spiritualists, if you go to Rupa Spara or someone, even Moji Baba or anyone, like the Muslims, they will say, oh, this is a part of our religion. Sufis, so they quote Sufi, and even Logan has quoted, I think, one poem of Sufi, or what he said. No, a statement the Sufi Rumi has said, a Sufi mystic. It's like Saint Francis of Assisi, the one who's the seeker is the sought, and things like that. So this could make you, if you leave, let's say if I help you here to leave Islam, even then you might go into Sufism or try to negate the Hindus, seeing that the Hindu scriptures, if you've read the Hindu scriptures, and if you've come across what Elena Ali is showing us, so there's not only this Advaita Vedanta or Radha Krishna or meditation or yoga, but there's more to it. There's sick things, disgusting things, and how they treated their women, the devas, they raped their women, devis, and God knows what they've done. So very disgusting things. So let's not get into this, as I've been trying to appeal to you, or how shall I say it, like appeal to your logic and all this. Then you can go back to your Sufism, your whatever, using Advaita also, going there, debating with the Indian Hindus and saying, yes, this is in our religion, this is part of our religion. Then you can go back to whatever you like, and I can go back to my His Highness Aga Khan, whatever I like, in our weaknesses or whatever it may be, our preferences, our conditioning. But let's see if this really is true, because what I see of 12 Shias also from the Nizari Ismailis, that has the same theology of the oneness of God and what is God and what isn't God. It's like my 12 Shias they have. So this is what I shared with you, and on what the Ismailis, there's a difference in what is the difference about the theology of God in Nizari and Nizari Ismaili and Shia 12er. I showed you that about the case on the Allah being the light from the Quran ayat, and its tafsir, its translation, its tafsir, its commentary, explanation, sorry, not translation, from the 12 Shias too. So I reached Here, that I showed you where there's a difference of belief. This means that can even the 12er Shias with the Ismaili Nazari Shias, we can never reach that oneness with Allah in His essence, let's say, in His true formlessness. We cannot reach that. We have to. The nearest we can go to Allah, we can go near to Allah, is through annihilation, through the Imam, and or through the Rasulullah. So as far as I understood this band group from the band group too, like what the Nizari Ismaili say is that actually they both have the same thing, is that the light of Allah, how shall I say it? The light of Allah, it is not, it's an attribute of Allah, and the light is not the light. Allah is not light. It's light is just an attribute of Allah. When He says in Surah Nur, Ayat 35, that Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. But the 12 Shahs say He's the light. And God knows what that means, really. And that I showed you that He manifests. If He's the light, then He manifests, and that would also mean that there's no creation, but there is creation. Allah has said in the Quran, and they even accept that Allah is the greatest creator, the supreme creator, the only creator. The 12 Shihas even accept that. So if I go wrong somewhere, please bear with me as you have been here, and thank you so much for bearing with me. So trying to get this, and through trial and error, we are not perfect human beings. Another thing, and so these live streams are not like perfectly put by me, and just to get to where we get stuck, what happens, and how is Allah near to us through Ismaili? What is the belief of Ismaili Nazaris and the 12 Shias both? How is Allah near to us? So if this nearness to Allah is taken as an attribute, maybe, then we can never, we can never go near to Allah. What then happens is, I don't know, but let's see. I'm just following my new notes that I've made here on this. Can Allah ever be far from, so where was I here? Just bear with me. Khana Hikmat. So from Khana Hikmat also, the band group of the Ismailis, we can draw this a little bit of what maybe is in the Ismaili Nizari, the basic fundamental thing of light on the light verse 35 and things like that, right? Just drawing some inferences that the Nizari Ismailis could be believing in, that the perfect man, i.e. the Imam of the time, is the light of God. Proof of Imamat from monoreality.wiki qwiki monoreality. So then there's no way we can get near to Allah. So how then I reached here? They desire to put out the light of Allah with them. No. Did I say this? Why did I put this ayat? Just for you to get a good understanding or something, seeing that the Nizaris, they say that then this evidence of the heavenly bodies is like those verses of the Quran in which it is established. No, where did they mention Surah 61 ayat 8, that I had to put it here? Oh, Surah Saf ayat 8. The 12 Shias commentary under Surah Nur ayat 35 mentioned that it is placed inside a glass which protects it from, mentions this ayat. protected from any outside interference or disturbance. Refer to Surah Safat 8. Surah Safat Ayat 8. So the Shia 12 was mentioned. Commentary section mentioned this. So they desire to put out the light of Allah with their mouths, but Allah will perfect His light, though the unbelievers may be averse. So I'll have to guess here, like it would be the perfection. Allah's light in itself is perfect, but on earth maybe perfect His light through the Imams, the Nizari Ismailis and the Khana Hikmat band Ismailis. Maybe understand it like this. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just drawing a inference or my own view on this ayat, that the perfect light is the Imam, so through the Nizari Ismailis, so it will be perfected here on earth. Allah will perfect His light, meaning on earth, because His light is perfect, right? Anyhow, so a little bit on this, not much. Then Surah 7, Ayat 172 says, what is important here? Lest you should say on the day of resurrection, indeed we were of this unaware. Oh, so Allah, this is, I have to read the whole ayat. Surah 7, Ayat 172 says, and recall, O Prophet, when your Lord brought forth descendants from the loins of the sons of Adam and made them witnesses against their own selves, asking them, am I not your Lord? They said, yes, we do testify. This is shahada, testifying when they're present. What is shahada? Shahada is when you have to be physically present there, and a witness, it's a witness, right? In English, meaning a witness. A shahid is a witness. So witnessing, shahada. Witnessing, you have to, how should you be witnessing? You have to be present there physically, or even if you're, somehow present there physically, whether in form or formless, in some other subtle form, but you have to be present there. And you have to be seeing also, watching the thing. Not that you are present there physically and you're not aware, or you're not, what you might call it, seeing a crime happening, then they can call you as a witness. Even, for example, in the court, who is a witness? Who has seen the crime, who can bear witness to the crime. So God tells them, asking them, am I not your Lord? And God has made them a witnesses against their own selves. So once this own self, now to explain all this, once this own self, I'm jumping the gun. You can be a witness against your own selves, but once this own self is risen, you rise above this own self, soul, nafs. And what is nafs? And this and that. Can you be a witness here? Can you be like what Muji Baba said? Before all this, the witness. Before your ego, before your mind, before everything. So not explained here properly, but how should the Prophet remind you about Allah through signs and its knowledge, or making you witness when Allah has made you witnessing, or making you witnessing Allah against our souls? So we can ask ourselves this question, if you would like to go my disorderly way of explaining. And where's that ayat? So this way, because I want to share with you what my findings, but I'm not good at this. Yeah, this ayat, Surah 25, ayat 59. But I'm doing my best, doing my best to explain to you. Please bear with me. I'm not a great professional or anything like that. in a disorderly way, not properly as a teacher explaining, professional. So Surah 25 Ayat 59 says, there are different translations of this. Abdul Halim has translated, he is the Lord of mercy, he is the best informed, meaning God is the best informed. But the others, they translate this ayat, this part of the ayat as, and I'm not going to read the whole ayat, just this part of the ayat, he's the best informed. This means Allah is the best informed, and others like Maududi also say, ask concerning him, the one who knows. And they say it's Prophet Muhammad, and the Shias would also say Prophet Muhammad and Imam Ali and the Imams thereafter. Ask concerning God, the one who knows. Now they can tell you what they know about God, attributes, this, that. They can help you get to your highest self, which I'm just using in my own words. Insan al-Kamil, or what God, the station that God wants you to reach, and if you can even go become like a Sufi, or Ismaili say, fana, annihilated in Allah. But in the Ismaili way or the Shia 12er way, you don't get annihilated in Allah, in Himself, His essence. Allah is beyond all that. So you get annihilated, you're stripped off that soul that you have, the self, the ego, the thought, everything you get stripped off yourself. Like they say, Prophet Muhammad had said, I wonder, die before your death, or a Sufi has said this. Right? So, Prophet Muhammad saying, excuse me, die before your death. But you do not get annihilated in Allah. Sufi side, maybe you'll get annihilated in Allah. But not Ismaili Shia, 12er Shia. So here when I'm saying Shia, I mean both the Nizari Ismailis and the 12er Shia Ismailis. But not the Sufis. When I say the Sufis, I mean the Sufis apart from the 12er Shias and the Nizari Shias on this. So you can get annihilated Sufis in this, right? Oh, then, but coming with my previous religion with, oh God, it's quite difficult to explain here. Right? So whatever I've done now, and then maybe I'll refine it, it's just roughly making you, sharing with you rough notes. They're like, I'm not prepared professionally also, and I may deteriorate, I may die, I may get into coma, I don't know. But let's see, I hope that I can, maybe there will come a time and I can, like step by step, properly, professionally show you what the Hashar Nashar is here. So up till here, I couldn't, it's, the Shias are winning, that there's no way I can show you, Shias help you, that even a nearness of Allah is not, it's just an attribute, the nearness. And it's very tantalizing, we have to go, so getting into just the Imam or Prophet Muhammad, but not ever being one with Allah. So why did I find it objectionable? Why didn't I agree to it? Something in me didn't. Like when I was reading Al-Kafi, I felt very frustrated, but I couldn't say it. when they said, Imams saying that Allah is other, like above existence. And they're even like explaining that Allah says be and it is. So he determined, but he's not that determination himself. When he says in Surah Yasin, when I intend, right? So, uh, it's like finally I was like getting really agitated, aggravated with it, frustrated. So I'm not a philosopher, but I'm still thinking like, is there a logical fallacy? Like if I can find and tell you that you can be one with Allah and He's part of His existence, His creation or His manifestation, right? If from, let's say, what I found in the or this ayat or what I find in the 12 Shias, that look, they have come very close to saying, and they have said it, but at the same time they believe that Allah is the creator when Allah is the light. And what does that mean? Allah is the light. It means He manifests, and everything that is manifested is from His light that He's manifested. So He's not separate from His light. The light is not an attribute. Remember the commentary I did in one of my previous, my live streams on this? Nearness to Allah, Imam Ali and Quran. Right? They desire to put out the light of, oh God. So going back to Surah Furqan, Ayat 58. Okay. I'm really not prepared for this. I reached here. He suffices as the knower of the sins of His servants. This is Allah. And then we're told in same Surah Ayat 59, in the end He is the best informed. You see, when you look at this ayat, Surah Furqan, Ayat 59. Something that I've always, when I realized earlier on, sorry, not always, earlier on in my live streams, that Allah, your soul, first of all, your soul is not created, or your spirit is not created. And the word of Allah is not a creation of Him. It's not just His attribute. It's Him also, or a part of Him, or Him. And that you're bearing witness to yourself. Remember that when I did that surah, can't remember the name, am I not your Lord? When you had to bear witness over yourselves. He who created the heavens and the earth and what is between them in 6 days, and then established Himself above the throne, the most merciful, the most gracious. So ask Him. Ask, is it by Him? Behi means in by you in Du'a Mashlul. So even, is it that they've mistranslated this? So ask by Him. It's not even all aware because it doesn't have al khabira. It doesn't even have al-khabira, you see? It doesn't have an al-khabira. It's only khabira. So ask by Him as He is. As He is. So you see, even where the Shias and the Sunnis both, but only one translator, I should put, by now I should be in this language, precisely saying it like this, not a him, but the translator, one translator, Abdul Halim, he is the best informed. No, wait. So it says here, so he's forgotten to put this. So ask. You see, yeah, one thing he's missed, Abdul Halim, is to put so ask. So ask. Yes, this, mind you. So any omissions I've made in my previous live streams, I now correct. So you see what he has missed. Thank God I came here. So ask him as he is. Can we put, so ask him, he is informed. Or does this mean aware? If it's khabar, then it's like well informed. Khabar means news. One who has news, like news. It's news, khabar. The Urdu word also, khabar, khabira. So the Arabic also means, it's pronounced this way, it's new, it means news, information, news. One who is acquainted. Maybe it has many meanings. Some translators put, then about him of any acquainted with such things. But what I think this whole, every Muslim has missed, and only the Sufis may have got it, but, like they still believe in Prophet Muhammad and this religion, is that this is that they can't then you see about this ayat, Surah Araf, ayat 172, he has made you a witness, and you need to bear witness and you've already bore witness. So on earth, how will you know? They've missed, and the words also, like if you put unaware, ghafil, what does ghafil really mean in ghaflat? Unaware or uninformed? So it can't be uninformed here, because a shahideen, the one who testifies, this is not giving information, this is bearing witness, and they've borne witness. So a ghafil could mean unaware. So now when I show you that when you need to be aware of your Lord, you don't remember. Like some say, call, and they put, oh Prophet. It's for every one of you who have borne witness, but you don't remember, so you become disbelievers, and then prophets may come to not remind you, but make you aware of the witness, yourself as a witness. That's all you need to be. At first and foremost, maybe, to put precisely. So you need to be witnessing Allah right now, bearing witness to Allah. This means you need to be present with Allah. On this. You need to be present, aware of this. And the awareness, the witnessing is continuous. This witnessing is not for just that moment and then you have to use your mind to remember. No. This witnessing is a continuous awareness of God being your Lord, right? So no one has been able to explain it to you properly. Even the Shias have failed. Sorry to say that. And the Sufis do it in a very indirect manner. Because if they did it like the Hindus, or now on this also, but like only the Shiva consciousness, they would be killed. polytheists or harmed, or Sufis. Oh yeah, like so they would be killed. Get these that these Shias that these Sufis have become polytheists, or even saying that I bear witness that you are Allah. Mm. No, saying that uh, I'm aware of Allah. You're going higher than, not, you can't, even Prophet Muhammad. Can you say you are aware of Allah? And then when they realize, yeah, maybe you can say I'm aware of Allah. But you see, the Muslims have not realized what is this, bearing witness to Allah. Okay, you can say I'm aware of Allah, I bear witness to Allah. But once the Sufis realize the true meaning of this, they go into like the Hindus or Zen don't mention God or anything like that. Although God, we don't come to any. You discover for yourself in Zen Buddhism. Sorry. So Hinduism would be like, I am God. So once a Muslim realizes the true meaning of Surah 7, Ayat 172, and says, Ana al-Haq, or I am Allah. Mansur al-Halaj said, I am Haq. He was killed by his own Muslims. Even the 12 Shias didn't, Imam was the president or something. He didn't agree to him. And even though Haqq is just an attribute of Allah, right? Saying that because he had left the Imam, Mansur al-Halaj, the 12th Imam, Imam Mahdi. Although the Ismailis say that Mansur al-Halaj was an Ismaili, I'm not sure. No, Shahbaz Qalandar was an Ismaili. I wonder where I got that from. Mansur al-Halaj was this, but the Ismailis I don't think object to, even if Mansur al-Halaj was not an Ismaili, but a Muslim saying this, they would not object to it. They would not take any action to kill him or, say that or object to him. The Ismaili, Nizari Ismailis. So you see, there's a blunder here. There's a great blunder. This is I cannot explain it properly, but I hope it's for now, whatever, in a broken way and a disorderly way. Were you to bear witness? How are you to bear witness to God? And can this, and to even help the Ismaili see that this awareness, this being aware of Allah that we do, like this being aware of Allah, this being aware, being the witness, and this nearness of Allah to you is Allah Himself. So there were many, not only Ismaili, but there was this. I was so upset with this Italian, Nassim Haramein. He was saying maybe this is how the Ismailis would come, that this is all information. So, he bypasses that awareness, and then actually you would go towards the Ismaili, Shia, that Allah is other. So he is actually indirectly saying that anyone who says God is pure awareness, or this pure awareness is God, is lying. Nassim Haramein, the Italian, I felt there was something fishy. All this is information. Oh, so God informed Ismaili Nizari, right? He'll give you the science behind all this and explain to you field of boundlessness, but it's not God. It's not God. The physics of spirituality will give you the wisdom of the universe. He can be a murid of His Highness Aga Khan. Like this. You see? But God Himself, no. So I want to show, if I could show you, like Imam Ali has said, well, I see God through my heart, right? So this sermon, like, okay, he doesn't really see God, because you don't see God. Even through your heart, you can't see God. So as angry and all my relatives in Dubai, and if I have an honest person like someone like a good friend who's understanding, and I won't get angry. But it's gone. I will get angry now. I'm so lost case. They've made me so it's like I'm living with my father's family now, right? So I'm a lost case in anger. I will never calm down. Now, if someone comes here and questions me, and maybe that person will also be scared that, oh, I hope she doesn't get angry. But the thing is that no one understood. Only a sister of mine here who comes and said, and like ex-Muslim Alicia, and what they've done is they've messed me up to a great extent. And no Ismaili even, like with the understanding hearts, friendly manner. So I'm finished here. Like I'm burned out completely. They burned me out. You see, if I from the very beginning could trust you, and you had built that trust, like my aunt, my mother's side family, someone, then you can even cool me down like this. And we can go as friends and honest, searching and all this. But seeing the dishonesty and the deception and the fears you have here, the anxieties you have here, that you bring here, and the way you ask me. So, you've already finished me. You've contributed to what my father's family, used to take me as an angry girl. So the worst in me you will bring out here, which has burnt me out. And very few people would understand and come in a way that they can, cool me down. And then we can go as friendly. Like I play the devil's advocate also, and we get understanding, that kind of understanding we have. No, you've just destroyed me, you Muslims. All Shia, Ismailis also of no help. Very few get confused on this when I was a Shia. Oh, so the whole thing I haven't given here of Imam Ali. Oh no, this is enough. Eyes cannot see him face to face, but hearts perceive him. Through the only hearts perceive him, not him, not Allah, but only through the realities of belief. Like the information you have here, the signs you have here, which make you believe in him. Through only that. So, please, haath jod ke, okay, with my hands together. Naseem Haramein and Ismailis and Hikmat and 12 Shias and Sunnis and Sufis and God knows who Muslims you are, Orthodox. But please, stick to your Sufi and whatever you like, right? And don't like now Zalmi coming here and think you're an angry person because you have provoked, you've you're like my father's family, like the grandmother. You expect us to be like with covert narcissists. Who wouldn't get provoked or get angry, right? Although I don't know, I'm sorry, you are Americans, whoever you are, if you get angry at a covert narcissist, don't get provoked, don't get provoked, don't do this, don't do that. How to deal with a... It doesn't work like that. For some people who are far gone now. So you can come here and you can, but please don't come here.